tune it in and turn it down. One of a mine here. We're going to block this out. We're going to let you listen to a little bit of music while I block this out, and we'll come back, do a little bit of voiceover here. Thanks for watching.
Living the dream. One of a mine, call straight from my soul. Diamonds in the rough, every part takes a toll. Life's a treasure map, I'm following the signs. Welcome to my
Hello, my friends. I am back. So, I don't normally carve where I stencil or write up on stuff there, but I kind of got off center here when I brought that up to a point, so I thought it might help a little. But then I make just an egregious little mistake here and put just a little bit of wrong angle when I punch through there for the nose right there, and so that angle comes back to haunt me a little bit later. That's one of the issues with this carving, and this is a carving for a charity auction. So yeah, I was trying to get it finished right away, but you'll see the issue. So I'm gonna grab a cup of coffee, I'm gonna let you watch this, and then I'll come back in and chime in again in a minute.
This is my claim, watch the story grow. One of a mine, call straight from my soul. Diamonds in the rough, every part takes a toll. Life's a treasure map, I'm following the signs. Welcome to my wild, one of a mine. One of a mine, call straight from my soul. One of a mine, call straight from my soul. Diamonds in the rough, every part takes a toll. Life's a treasure map, I'm following the signs. Welcome to my wild, one of a mine.
Hello, my friends. Okay, got my coffee and sitting in here, dialing where I was at this juncture, and I went from the 4-inch disc grinder there to a 6-inch wheel, I think that is. And that thing's like a gyroscope, you know. It's got to find its own center. I'm telling you, it's a two-handed thing with that one when it's going. It's high speed. It's really dangerous, and it doesn't have, you know, we take the guards right off those things so that you can get in there with them. It's very easy to touch the end of your finger, and it removes part of it very quickly. So, but you'll see I have an issue with it there too. It's just too high speed for that wheel. And yeah, it has a catastrophic failure coming up right about here, and it just twists itself right off. In fact, it comes over and wheels around and hits the camera right there. And so that was pretty wild. And what was my response? Right? So that little black wheel on there, that doesn't come with that machine. That came off the wheel. That's normally on there. So move forward and back to the battery operated stuff. I went through all 4 batteries on this, and well, it still wasn't enough. And so this was a prolonged carve. I got 2.5 hours in here. I edited it down to, well, you know, however long this video is. I edited a lot out of it. Simply by running it at 8 times the speed, that just reduces it down in time drastically. So anyway, I'm gonna drink my coffee while it's still hot. I'll let you watch this, and again I'll chime back in here in just a little bit, and you'll see this thing's gonna take a big change here in just a little bit.
Mountains keep secrets and cold streak spines. Chipping at the moments, chisels in hand. An artist at work, drawing lines in the sand. An artist at work, drawing lines in the sand. We are all one of a mind, buried so deep. Treasures awaken where shadows sleep. Each soul got a glow, moonlit and shown. One of a kind, one of a mind, rock solid alone. One of a mind, rock solid alone. Double-edged twine, the roots intertwine. Canvas of the south, brush strokes divine. Sweat streak palms, every line they trace. Stories a mural carved on my face. We are one of a mind, gems in the rough. Polished by the grind, but life gets tough. Each stone gotta shine, can't be outshone. One of a kind, one of a mind, we're never alone. Sketches on the wind leave trace designs. Mountains keep secrets and cold streak spines. Chipping at the moments, chisels in hand. An artist at work, drawing lines in the sand. We are one of a mind, buried so deep. Treasures awaken where shadows sleep. Each soul got a glow, moonlit and shown. One of a kind, one of a mind, rock solid alone. Choir hums loud, voices climb the hill. Harmony whispers, dreams we fulfill. Every verse I spit, every word I weave is a gemstone truth you gotta believe. We are one of a mind, bound by fire. Refined in a flame, forged to inspire. Each mark that we leave is eternally so. One of a kind, one of a mind. In it we grow.
Okay, my friends. So we're getting to that point now where I start working on the head, and well, you can see from not much of working on the top side there. Well, I'm not sure if you can see it, but normally, you know, I would like, I don't know what you like, but I know what I would like, and that's a big ducky nose. Because a big long ducky nose gives you a lot to remove, because you know what you can't do is add more. And that's where we're coming at right up here pretty quick now, because from my angle, which you can't see as well, you know, from here, but I think I'll do a zoom in here real quick, like I think I can do that. And so I throw a little bit of stuff on here, you know, because I'm trying to make it as pretty as I can. But let me use a little bit of technology. And let's see, we can zoom in here. And the more we do, the more you can see the problem. It's a kiwi. It's definitely not got the eagle nose. So, yeah, and then from there, you know, we try and do repair work. So, there's a couple of things you can do. And basically, from my experience, it is, we'll shrink the head more, give you more nose, more place to get a nose. And so, we chop the video up here pretty well because we spent a lot of time trying to do that. And, well, you can't fix it because of that bad angle cut in the first place. So, I'm going to let you see how I try, though. And, well, there you go. And so, we got some really good feathering shapes and stuff, you know, to the top of the head. And we tried to reduce it in there, and we did quite a bit. And we tried to pull it back and give us more nose. But, yeah, you know, we're just fighting a losing cause there because of that one bad cut, you know. And it was just because I didn't block the head out enough. And there you go. That shows you just sometimes it just takes one thing, one wrong thing. You can do 10 things right, you know. And then I guess, you know, you can focus on it too much. And I think that's what I did because I could have left a little bit more. But bink, there you go. How do you fix that? Well, here's how I fixed it. And yeah, that's what are you going to do? So he's missing a whole face, it looks like there. And, well, you know what to do, right? Fix it, right? So I mean, that's the first thought, and I was like, well, here's what we're gonna not do, and that's show you how I tried to fix this for a long time because it just didn't work. So I cut that up a little bit there, and you see, I'm gonna give up here after a little bit, but I'll finish the last of my hot coffee, and I'm gonna let you watch it, and you'll see what happens.
Sketches on the wind, leaves trace designs. Mountains keep secrets and cold streak spines. Chipping at the moment, chisels in hand. An artist at work, drawing lines in the sand. An artist at work, drawing lines in the sand.
There's a 1.5 off with the cranium. And I said, you know, that I gave up, but I gave up on trying to repair it at that juncture. I didn't give up on the piece. So what I decided to do was straighten out the bottom and do something that I haven't done before, and that's a glue on. And so I cut the piece off the bottom, and I'm going to use that to replace the head. And so there's going to be a part 2 to this because it's going to take a little bit for me to glue it on there. It takes a little bit of time. So that'll be part 2 on this. Until then, meet Blockhead. And so I think that's enough head. I'm going to check it again. If it's not, I have a different piece of wood that I can put on there. But I think it is. I think I'm going to make a couple other adjustments there. It's a beautiful day. But it just goes to show you things can go wrong during just a car or your regular life. And so when it does, hey, put yourself in another place, another time. A good place or a good time, preferably. There's things that you don't expect, like the day that I picked that piece up, or I don't know, it was the same day. But yeah, I didn't expect these guys to come flying by with giant kites on trikes. So, and they were zooming. But yeah, that's you never know what life gives. Take what you get. Roll with the punches. Do not be discouraged. Do not stop. Keep going. Get some art.
Sketches on the wind, leaves trace designs. Mountains keep secrets and cold streak spines. Chipping at the moments, chisels in hand. An artist at work, drawing lines in the sand. We're never alone, we all one of a mind. Buried so deep, treasures awaken where shadows sleep. Each soul got a glow, moonlit and shown. One of a kind, one of a mine, rock solid alone. Rock solid alone, we're never alone. Fire hums loud, voices climb the hill. Harmony whispers, dreams we fulfill. Every verse I spit